So you
And
vanish.
then, yeah, charge up the stairs around.
And in charging up the stairs. It is Dane's turn. He is over with you on the west side of the screen, Hannibal.
Okay. He's gonna.
I might have to put you behind. Oh, nope, you got him. Good. Look at you.
Lose 30, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. He's going to shoot at Anders.
Okay. Roll away.
This takes a while.
Yeah, because you gotta load up the character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I can close your character.
So how's everyone doing?
Good. Good to hear from you. I was worried for a moment that maybe India had gotten the best of you.
Nothing gets the best of me.
So
So
you
Jackson,
haven't
we know.
got diarrhea yet.
Kind of.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we not
See.
continue down that
Right.
line of conversation? I appreciate your concern, though, Farron. It's good to know that you're looking out for him, but
Yeah.
the rest of us could do without.
I'll tell you what's the weirdest thing about this place.
What?
Let's see what they-
Is the
One
what?
is that for some reason, some people just don't have change. Like you go buy something, it's not
Really?
charged them not to have change
So it's just like you just gotta pay more than what it's worth, because.
or less.
Oh, nice. Well, that's good too.
Yeah.
Did you roll that
Also,
yet?
do not be. Yeah. Hold on. Sorry, just clicked.
Oh, there we go. All right, the strike bounces harmlessly off of Anders.
But wait, it comes from India.
That doesn't matter. I don't think. All right.
India doesn't give it a +10.
He does not. No, India does not give Dane a +10. No. Perhaps if it were like Denmark, where his namesake is, maybe. No. Morella, it's your turn. Your friend Kree has charged up the ramp. Aelin has summoned a interesting dwarf.
Yeah, and I think for a moment, Morella just simply looks at the dwarf and maybe meets eyes with him, just for a brief moment. But she is just going to calmly, almost uncharacteristically calm, walk up the staircase.
Cool.
And I assume that I can just move whenever, like move on the map.
Yeah. I mean, you could, if you want to move your 30 feet, sure.
Okay. I didn't know if like I was still in the staircase or not.
No, so like, if you see, you're on the platform where you can see up, so you got to move, around to the side and then around. But yeah.
Okay.
Totally do that.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
I'm sure you could do an athletics check to just.
You could, yes. If you wanted to just like leap up there, yes, 100%. You can roll an athletics check as part of your movement. Probably be like very difficult terrain, so it'd count as like 15 feet of your movement to do it. But
Dude got the athlete feet. So
yeah, I mean, if you just want to parkour up there, it's totally cool.
no, I think the calm walking.
Okay,
Is,
the murder walk.
just
Yeah,
fine.
I'm with you. By the way,
And-
Megan, I got you. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm. And note that I see Anders around here. Correct.
Yeah, you should be able to see like his very faintly visible form, I think.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, like
It's-
right here.
it's
You
weird.
see where Kree is?
See, I don't see Kree. That's the thing.
Yeah, Anders is right here.
So yeah, dashing,
You know
but
what?
walking fashion. It is going to be just getting towards him.
He has a slightly bluish form, so
Yeah.
should probably that.
Yeah.
There.
Yep.
Everyone
And,
can see.
yeah, dashing. So let's use 30, 15. So I got 15 left. So yeah. And what's going on in Morella's mind is the chains that we once saw in her sitting in the chair begin to tighten very closely to her body once more. And there's almost like a fierce determination in her eyes as she begins just to calmly stare down at Anders. You can tell, though, her hand is shaking as she's getting closer and closer.
Yeah, absolutely. So we see like this, we get like the soft instrumental music playing as Morella like takes each step, and then like the drum beats as she takes steps up the stairs. And then we see like her hand kind of, you know, wobbling slightly with the spear in it, because I assume you have the spear out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. Anything else?
No, that is it.
Okay, cool. Daniela's turn. I assume she's...
Oh, right, that's me.
Yeah, that is you. This is your chance to hit things.
Yay! Okay, how far can I get? I know I have to go like up and around.
Yeah, it's 30, so your movement is 30 with Danielle. So.
Why is this not moving?
Yeah. That was right. So.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool. So Daniela goes running up the stairs to back up Morella. Not perhaps so calmly.
No, she goes just freaking tearing up the stairs.
Yeah.
She's not as cool, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's good as backup. Super good as backup.
Cool. So Silny is going to do her usual thing where she ducks around the corner, throws a spell out, and then ducks back behind the corner, because that's her trademark, and actually she's very good at it. So she looks at you, Farron, and she says in Elvish, she says, "Then perhaps a spell?" And she casts Chill Touch on him. Yes, I can... Listen, Will, who do you think you're speaking to? I can find everything.
That's fine.
So, her ghostly hand reaches out and it grabs Anders, like, you see it, like, go around Anders' neck. And because she directed you at it, Farron, can you roll another perception check? Yeah, so the hand doesn't appear to make contact or cause Anders any distress in any way, but you're not sure like if it had any more effect or less effect in this instance than what you did. Cool. So, hey, Hannibal, roll me a perception check.
Would Dane do that too, or just me?
No, just you.
Okay. Yeah, the India bonus coming to work.
There's the India bonus. So Hannibal, you're finally like you're peeking down the stairs and you're kind of on the platform that's kind of like halfway in between. So you're like kind of bent down and looking and watching the fight play out. And from behind you, you turn and you look and you hear a, and you see that approaching you from behind appears to be a zombie.
Okay.
And your perception check is also good enough that this does not appear to be the only thing shambling towards you. You kind of hear the creaking of the boards, like as other entities or something are creeping towards you on the staircase.
So just to clarify.
Yep.
This right here. This does not lead like into the main area.
No, that leads up into the third level because you're on the second level right now.
Okay, I see.
Now, if you wanted to go back up there, you totally could. But
no, thanks.
I was offering just in case. So.
And I said no, thanks.
So Anders, after deftly like kind of dodging Kree's attack, he raises his sword up, and he gets into an offensive stance, and he screams at you, Kree. He says, "You're just like him, sent by him, probably. Yes, well, killed your kind before, and your paragon was nothing to speak of. So now, I will end you as well. Do you the service."
Try if you might, failure.
Yeah, and he's going to swing his weapon, which is known as the Lady's Justice. He gets 3 attacks, and they're all going at you, because you're the only one in contact right now.
Awesome.
So, 1.
Good. Great. Missed.
Hey, the 3rd one missed.
Damn it,
So-
where's Farron when you need him?
The first one, actually, like, to be fair, Jericho, you could, like, cutting words that if you wanted. That's
The first
obviously-
one?
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously it's a thing you could do.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Let's
so
see if I can save Kree some harm.
don't roll a 1, basically, and then you're good. Yeah, no problem. So,
Awesome.
how do you cut that first attack, Jericho?
I think perhaps Anders' attention is maybe drawn a bit by the empty space behind him, bellowing, "Watch your back!"
Yeah, and yeah, you yell it, and he kind of like turns at the last moment to like almost to defend, and the sword which was going to strike true slips off your shield, Kree, and you deflect it easily. But he very quickly swings it back around and lands a solid blow on your shield for the 9 + 19 product damage. And the 3rd blow on you're able to dodge out of the way without taking too much harm.
Is that the best you got?
And I think he says to you, I think he says, "Of course not." And he calls out, he says, "As much as it pains me to use that which I hate, come to me, fiends of undeath. Swarm around me and end these creatures, so that I may use you against the true enemy." And you don't see any reflection of his words at that point. Well, Hannibal does, but none of the rest of you, like, maybe you look around for a moment, like, where are these crazy undead creatures that he's calling to coming from? And you don't see anything. Which brings it to Hannibal's turn.
You're right here. And is this like a brazier or something?
Yeah, it's actually like a chandelier, so it's hanging from the little overhang there.
Okay. In that case, can I basically Eldritch Blast it and use it to block the way right here?
Yeah, so you want to like push it onto the staircase so that it's like basically difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That would only take 1 Eldritch Blast as long as you do enough damage with it to like break it off. So you could direct others at other directions.
In that case, first off though, I'd like to throw a hex.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give them disadvantage on strength checks.
Hex it is. Disadvantage on strength. No big deal.
And other than... You ready?
I'm ready.
Sorry if I seem kind of... meh.
Fine, you just woke up.
Just get that sweet, sweet Indian cocaine.
Wow.
Pep your right up.
I didn't know that was a thing, but now I do apparently.
I got questions.
Yeah, 10 damage is enough to blast the chandelier. And since that's part of the map, I will put some rubble or something there.
Okay.
However, the unfortunate effect is the light goes out.
It's fine. And then 2 at Anders.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Cool. Jackson, can you roll me a perception check?
Come on, India skills. Which
How do you think this works?
Holy shit! How many times did you roll? Oh, for some reason my computer must have been slowing down. Oh wow. Okay, so you rolled a 3. Congratulations.
damn it, the elephants have failed me.
So, fortunately, with a 3, you're not able to detect anything significant from that blow. It does impact him though, and you can see he probably like okay. So here's actually what you notice right away though. If you try to force him back or knock him prone, you notice that it doesn't affect him. So you don't know what the blast did, but you notice that he maybe stumbles for a moment, but is not like knocked down or back or prone or whatever. There we go. There's some rubble on the stairs. Cool. Awesome. That was the end of the turn order. 2. Farron.
Okay, so seeing as how simple arrows probably didn't work, I am going to throw out some of the big guns.
Okay.
And I am going to use a spell I don't think I've used before. So, obviously, as a bard rogue, I'm very adept with my mage hand, despite my uncreative uses in natural gameplay. But having upgraded my bardic powers so much, I've managed to upgrade it into a stronger, more combat-heavy hand. So I cast Bigby's hand.
I figured as much.
So, Bigby's hand. You create your hand a shimmering, translucent force. Almost exactly what I just gave you. An occupy space you can see within range. It's considered large. Hold on, let me fix that. Go. It's considered large. The hand lasts for the duration, which is, what, 1 minute? Cool. And it moves your command, mimicking the movements of your own hand. So it's an object, blah, 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 blah. But, so you can put it next to something. I assume you put it next to Anders?
Yes.
I'm just going to give you control over this.
Thanks. But it also doesn't fill the space, so...
Oh, so do you want to put it, like, over top of him like that?
Yeah, that'll do fine. It doesn't really matter.
Now, are you going to use it to, like, attack with?
I can't this turn.
Okay, so next turn you can.
Yes.
Got it. Cool.
It says that when you cast a spell, and as a bonus action.
My hand can move and cause one of the following effects.
On your subsequent turns. Is
Yeah,
what it
but it
says.
says, I think it means that on a bonus action, subsequent turns, and when you cast the spell initially.
Yeah, I think the comma's, I think you're missing a comma there. So I think it's, when you cast a spell and as a bonus action, comma, on subsequent turns, the hand can move up to 60 feet. So I think you can do it this turn, like as you cast
brilliant.
it. Yeah.
That's even better.
I mean, you are blowing a 5th level spell.
Yeah, it is, alright, it's a 5th level spell.
Yeah.
It better be able to do something immediately.
Then I immediately I clench my fist in order to make the hand
Yeah,
also try to...
cool. So roll 1d20 plus 8, because that's its strength bonus.
Yeah.
I don't believe it has proficiency, so just plus 8. I think that's why it has 26 strength.
With advantage on medium or smaller.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
uh,
However,
Yeah.
a 10,
14.
a 14 still is not enough, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Anders simply ducks out of the way of the giant hand and kind of gazes at it. You see that his face is passive still. He doesn't appear to be put out by any of the blows that have been landing on him or any of the significant threat that he is currently under. Which is as it should be. He's a very powerful character.
Note for future that the hand actually attacks with your melee spell attack, so charisma plus proficiency.
Oh, so it does. Oh, okay. So the strength,
Which might actually also be +8.
So I guess the strength bonus is only for the damage then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
All
if
right.
it tries to grapple somebody.
That makes sense. Okay. Well, there you go. So roll it as a spell attack next time, but do the damages 48 plus 8. Cool.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So the monk, not being hidden, going to burst from his hiding place and run over, and he's going to try and attack this guy. So we're going to just roll the 3 attacks. We're going to see what hits. None of them. So he hits once, and he probably lands all of these blows, but he can't penetrate the thick blackened armor of Anders, unfortunately. Great, it's your turn.
So, taking this nasty hit from him, I'm just going to do what I do best, and I'm going to try and bite him.
Good.
Oh.
Hey, your bite lands. Can you roll me a what do I want you to roll me here? Because I think perception is probably not exactly what should be rolled here. Let's say, can you roll me a roll me a survival check. Nice. So when you latch onto him, a taste enters your mouth as you bite down on like his forearm, right? Like he brings up his forearm to block your bite, and you bite down on it. You get the taste of like, it's almost gritty and kind of tastes like when you were swimming in a river or swimming in a lake that's kind of brackish, or not brackish specifically, but like muddy and kind of silted over. You get that taste that kind of enters into your taste buds. So
That's gross.
yeah, no, it's gross. It's definitely gross. But you do land, and you see that Anders like kind of like shakes you off, right? Because you don't like latch on or anything. And he kind of looks like confused, almost as to like, why would you do that? That was a dumb move. But he doesn't know what you're trying to do or who you are really.
And with that, I'm going to raise up my sword, point just behind him, call on to whatever powers I have, and try and summon the biggest creature I can.
Okay, so you want the one beast of challenge rating 2 or lower, essentially.
Yes.
Roll me a nature check.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
Yeah.
Didn't need it, but
Well, the 20 is what I was looking for. So, appearing before you is a spiritual form of a creature you may recognize.
Oh.
It's knocked.
I wish.
Hold on,
Oinkers.
I gotta find the token again. Oinkers.
Mm-hmm. Oinkers the pig.
That is not Oinkers.
Okay.
God, I upload way too much content to Roll20. Just in case anyone was curious, I have literally probably thousands of images uploaded to Roll20.
Not enough.
Strongly suspected.
It's honestly kind of embarrassing how much I have.
Not enough.
Hey, there it is. I found it pretty quickly, actually.
Nice.
So, the spectral image of a form in which you may recognize appears before you.
Oh,
The feels.
We see
Wow.
Noct like seemingly awaking from a slumber and kind of looking around at where he is, where he might be. and he looks at you, and his mouth kind of falls open in the panting motion. And Kree, you know immediately that this is actually Noct. This isn't whatever you summoned before. This is the spirit of Noct himself. And he growls at Anders and is going to roll. Do you still have the original, or did you modify the one that you had?
I modified them, but they're all pretty much the same, just without the poison.
Yeah, basically
the
without the
claw
special
is fine.
abilities. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, just take the poison off, and you can just use that. If you want to roll initiative for him as well, because he goes on his own initiative turn.
Seems legit.
Because it's perfect enough that this is actually the CR level of Noct.
Can I touch his token? I want to touch him.
No.
Phrasing.
Yeah, exactly. No, because of phrasing.
You don't get that right.
Ooh,
There you go. You should be good
snap.
Yay.
now. Cool. Awesome. So we see him appear, and again, we, like I said, we realize that, or at least Kree realizes that this is Noct the First.
My friend, he's back.
In
Sick
a
of
sense,
boy.
in a sense, yes, he is back. Cool. Aelin, it's your turn. And by the way, the dwarf's gonna go on your turn, obviously, because he's playing our ally.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna move up behind Daniela. Then I'm going to become Beacon of Hope.
Cool. So, any number of creatures within range, which is 30 feet. For the duration, each target has advantages of wisdom saving throws and death saving throws. Maximum possible. So, let's give you an aura. What color would you like your aura to be?
I mean, normally pink, but I think in this instance it needs to be like golden. Okay.
So basically, everybody except for Hannibal, Farron, and Silney and Jericho. Because you can't technically see Jericho anyway, so. Everybody else, besides those 4 characters, receive the benefit.
Yeah, and
It
then
doesn't say creatures you can see, but that's fair.
Oh, it does say within range. You're absolutely correct.
and then I mean, I would ask that my ally move up with me, but I can't actually move him.
Yeah, I think that is he independent or do you control him?
He's independent, I think. Like, he knows my will, and
Right.
but it's up to him to execute it as he
And
pleases.
I assume
I
assume that your will was to defeat Anders, right? Like that was the.
Well, no, actually,
Oh, it was
Ayla's
to
will was
heal
keep-
everybody, right?
Yeah, to keep her friends alive is her will, more so than to deal damage to Anders. So that's kind of why she seeked out someone similar to herself as a healer to assist in that.
He is only similar in skill, so that is a thing for sure. But I think that his intention here, do exactly as you ask. So let's see if I have the correct spells here. I think I do. Not a good token. Hold on. Is there a better one that I have? Oh, I know which one. Yeah, this one. Cool. So he is going to then. Why don't I have this in here? Why am I so bad at this game? He's good. His intention here is to cast Mass Healing Word, but apparently I never put that. I put it
you
in
want
the.
me to do it?
Yeah, can you just click it?
Well, but, yeah, okay.
Yeah, click it, and then we'll ignore your angel bonus.
Nice.
And the range is 30 feet, right?
Believe so.
Yes. Hold on, I can't find it.
Could be 60. Could be wrong.
Wait, for mass.
Did I forget to roll for KO? I sure did, didn't I?
You did.
I just
Do
realized.
you mean mass cure wounds or do you mean prayer of healing? Because they sound very similar.
Mass cure wounds. That's the one I want.
That's what you want? Okay. So I set him up for the assist, but it goes to max healing because anybody who's in.
Yeah. So what's how many D6 is it?
It is 3d8.
Oh, 3d8. Okay.
So 24.
Cool. So 24 plus he has the same charisma or the same wisdom bonus as you. So it's gonna be 29 healing to. You actually rolled hella good on that. So 29 healing to up to 6 creatures within 60 feet. So basically everybody that's injured. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Everyone except for Hannibal and Farron's already at full health. So everyone except for Hannibal can add 29 to health.
Okay, I only needed 12, but thank you.
It's fine.
That overkill, though. Listen, it wasn't me, so it's fine.
1, 2, 3. I was counting the monk, but I don't have to. If you want the healing, Hannibal, if you want the 29 healing.
Where am I at right now?
You're at
You were
57.
there with so much health. Not
No, I
full,
don't
I'll
need
tell
it.
you that.
No, you don't need it? Okay.
Like, yeah, the monk would probably need it more right now.
Okay, cool. He gets it then. Awesome. So yeah, he does that, and he probably says something like, my old bones ache. I can't take this fighting again."
Neat.
Heal up. Cahill, there he is.
I mean, I think he's gonna take a dash because.
Yeah, his first turn would have been a dash because he's not gonna make it there anyway. But let me roll his initiative and see where he falls in.
Hey, look at that!
Perfect.
Nicely. It's like you almost planned this.
Oh, I totally planned it. Obviously.
Don't you start to.
Listen, just because things always work out the way I want them to doesn't mean anything. Okay.
It just means that Jordan is an excellent planner of the full count.
No, you can't see me shaking my head, but I'm shaking my head.
Man, you should see me shaking my head.
Listen,
when you mention it.
listen. If any of us ever hang out, just ask me what time it is at a very completely random period during the day, and I will guess it within at least 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sadly,
side
I
of the
can
family has that.
verify.
So, Aelin, that is your turn. You're just going to run up there and do your spell, and that's his turn, so that's all him.
Correct. I think that's enough for the moment.
You think that is enough? Okay, sounds good. All right, let me. You know what? I should just do it this way. Cat. Did y'all hear her?
Which one? You have so many now.
Cool. So, indeed. Farron, roll me a perception check.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, I'll roll for Stilney too. Let's see if Stilney can save you. Matches. Actually, surprisingly, a 12 is probably what I was looking for on this. Stilney taps you on the shoulder and points down to the staircase, and you see rising from your location a dread, horrifying figure, an undead form which the likes you've never seen before. This is something new, something unique, something that you haven't experienced, and it appears to have flayed skin, right? So some of the bone is showing, but some of it has skin. It's kind of half zombie, half skeleton, but it also appears to be moving with urgency that a typical zombie would not. Right. Actually, you know what? He just gets the third one. So yeah.
Oh boy.
Jericho, it's your turn. It's
Fantastic.
getting crowded around Anders right now.
It is. I won't stay, but
Fair.
he will. Oh no, can't be there. So he'll dart in there. Where is it? So many tabs. There we go. Deliver a nice, advantageous, out of literally nowhere lightning stab. Well, thunderous stab. I assume a 26 hits.
Sure does.
So,
Sure
25
does.
damage on impact and 10 if he moves before my next turn.
Yeah.
I don't
Can you
think
roll
he's
me?
gonna be able to move, but god damn, that's
Can you roll a
25.
perception check for me?
Holy. Good lord.
Let's find out how much of that he resisted.
Nice. So you find a chink in the armor, probably like along the side, right, or like where it straps together. And you find a chink, and you slam the weapon home, and you see like a bit of a recoil from Anders as he like kind of jumps to the side, and as you pull it out, it has the motion of if like a drop of water hits a smooth surface of like a bowl of water, where it has like the almost bouncing effect and then the rebounding, you know, with the water droplets kind of moving, almost as if it were rubber. But you get this
Flesh?
no the aura around him. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Like the blue aura around him. And when you pull back out, what surely would have been blood on the tip of your rapier is not there as you would assume it would be.
Yeah.
But it appears that you've done something. Like he reacted to the blow in some way, but it's acting in a strange manner so far.
I gotcha.
Cool. Anything else for you?
Nope. He pulls back and waits to see what happens next.
All right. Cahill gets a turn.
Everyone, take a step to the left.
Cahill gets a turn, so he's gonna make his 2 attacks with his great sword.
Swing, swing.
Oh, and well, actually, sorry. The first one does hit because Anders is using a great sword as well. So the first one does hit, dealing a significant blow. And Kree, you can roll a perception check for me.
Absolutely. Nope.
I didn't write one for Bayhill. It's fine. Yeah, I knew that was coming. Chair, why are you breaking on me? Oh, I'm sorry. You rolled a 13. I didn't see that. Yeah. So Kree, you're caught up in the moment. You don't notice anything peculiar or out of the ordinary in this moment.
Absolutely.
And as he begins swinging, he begins shouting, you know, the Empire will never have you as its ruler. Its rightful heir is right here, and I will cut you down myself. As he begins his blows against Dane.
Chaplow is gonna fire a shot. Listen, you laugh. He can't get up to him.
Pew pew.
No, that one just actually completely misses. There's so much movement like in the melee that is currently ongoing, that it just misses, unfortunately.
All right.
So it's Spirit Knock's turn.
So He's happy, but he's happy to see Kree, but he doesn't like this guy. This is a very bad guy to lizards in general.
Sure, he sure is.
So Noct is gonna try and pick him up. He's gonna like rear down with his head and lift him off the ground.
So basically, you're gonna like grapple him.
Yes, absolutely.
Cool.
Everyone's trying to grapple.
I just all want a piece of him.
Noct is much better at this than Kree is.
Wow. It will be rare if he does beat this, actually. Nope. Yeah, so Noct grabs him in his jaws, and you see Anders' like arms pinned to his side, but he starts like beating away as Noct lifts him up in the air and like begins shaking him like a dog.
Interesting question. Is Noct's teeth actually in the bubble, or is it in Anders?
So I mean, it's not really a bubble, it's more like a film that's settled over his physique, right?
He's been laminated.
Yeah,
Awesome.
exactly. So it appears that like Noct has him in his jaws.
Mhm.
Good. Very
Cool.
good.
Is that it for Noct? Now that he's immobilized, Anders?
Yes, that is.
Right. Morella.
Yeah, the continuous, as Aelin would say, the murder walk. Continues.
As
Megan
Megan
would
would
say
say, yeah, Aelin would never say murder walk, let's be fucking fair.
True. I know Megan's true bloodlust nature.
Oh, you have no
Barb
idea.
next round. Barb next round.
Yeah. And speaking of Barb, there is a sense of passion that takes over Morella as I rage.
Yeah.
As soon as I could fucking find the actual thing.
Get angry.
Boom. Rage. I'm going to use one of my rages. And yeah. The only words that come out of Morella's mouth as she the shaking seems to stop as her passion begins to fill her veins. And all she says is, "You let thousands die for what exactly? A mere chance to survive? You could have had those thousands helped you. You were just a coward. Nothing more." And yeah, I'm gonna attack. So, pew. Woo! Damn, that's a hefty spear. And kapow.
Two crits in a row.
Dang.
Nice.
Well, if I had advantage, I would have critted, but I don't
You
have
do.
advantage. Oh, I
Who's-
do?
No, he's just immobilized. So
Yeah.
he just can't move. He doesn't. It doesn't actually impose. If he was prone and couldn't move, then you would have an advantage. But technically, he can still fight like equally. Narratively, he's in Noct's jaws, but also his arms are free and he can swing his sword wherever he wants.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Right. But yeah, I stab him pretty damn good, I believe.
Ah, you sure do. So, Morella, you are the first to notice that as you slice through, he goes to block, but his sword gets batted away, and the spear pierces. And as you pull it away, we get like the slow motion of little droplets of blood as you pull the spear away. And it appears that where you have struck has pierced whatever aura surrounds him. And it's kind of like I feel like it's kind of like a popped balloon. So the aura like it splits and then shrinks from around him and almost flies off of him in the opposite direction as you pierce him, and your blows strike true, causing some damage to him. And he grunts in pain as he's being tossed around by Noct.
Yeah, and as I stab him twice, with each strike, you can see we get a quick flash of the chains tightening even more and more on Morella, and then that's it.
Cool. So let me do this. Cool. Hannibal, You hear more noises coming from your general vicinity.
Hannibal on mob duty.
Another figure
Nope.
appears.
Just leaving.
Barricade the door.
Another figure appears at the top of the stairs. Now, this one, Hannibal, appears to be also unlike anything you've ever seen as far as undead are concerned. It moves with purpose. In fact, I think you see that it bends down and looks under, and you can see intelligence in its eyes as it stares at you, and it looks to engage you soon.
A little bit off.
Cool. So as that one comes down the stairs, as the blood flies off Anders for the first time, you know, the first blow has been struck. Why don't we take our break there?
Yep.
Cool. And let's come back at 10 after.
Alright.
Wait, what is that? Is that in 10 minutes?
That's in 13 minutes, Hannibal.
Jeez, it's already
Okay,
5.
'cause well, no, for me it's like
Yeah, because you're on a half time zone, right?
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Crap.
India's crazy.
Yeah, so it is worse than you, Will. Gosh.
It is 6:30 in the morning now.
Yeah, if it's 6:30, then be back at 6:40, Jackson.
Yep.
So tell me what to do.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. All right, everyone. We're gonna take a quick little break. I'm gonna throw up the screen here. Stay tuned. We got 2 more hours of this, and hopefully we will finish off Anders and his ilk before then. Yeah, in a little bit.